This is Bob Anderson from Factory Direct Modulars. I want to give a quick update on the industry for December 2020. We're heading into another new year. This past year has been a doozy, as you all know. And so I want to keep you informed as to what's going on as we make the turn into the new year. And also to just say, hey, this is pretty cool. I'm doing this video because I have conversations with potential customers, past customers, whatnot, and I find that actually some of you watch these videos and some of you get something from it. And you know, in our business here, we take the approach that an informed consumer is a better consumer anyways. So the more you know, the better off you are and the better off I am. That's just our approach. So let's get quickly at it. I believe it was 2 days ago, I got an email from a very large manufacturer of modular and manufactured homes nationwide, a nationwide company, and that I used to work for years ago. And in that email, they had done some statistical breakdowns of things that I haven't been tracking, but just to kind of give you an update on, you know, what's going on with some of the product pricing. I know, by the way, that this is a setup for price increases. I've been in this industry long enough. They put the information out there, and then they're going to follow it up with a price increase so that they can say, hey, you weren't not informed. Anyways, so PVC, for example, has gone up 35%. Wiring has gone up 15%. Carpet has gone up 9.7%. You remember my sarcastic comment on one of my previous videos about the government lying about inflation. There's proof. But anyways, what I want to say also is that I want to point out the question of the day: do elections have consequences? Yeah, they do. Because right here I can tell you that the election was on November 3rd, and we have had this is December 11th. From November 3rd to today, which is what, a month and a week, the lumber index itself has gone up 49%. 49% in a month and a week. Now, if you remember, I talked about the lumber index going up back in August, September. I talked about it, and we had a big price increase that went across the whole industry. Well, it calmed down for a while, and it flattened out. And then bam, we had the election, and all we've heard about is, you know, shutting down the country and yada, yada, yada. Well, you shut down the country, you shut down the people cutting down trees, you shut down the people cutting down trees, you shut down the people freaking making boards. You shut down the people making boards, can't build houses. Guess what happens? Supply and demand, folks. If the supply isn't there, but the demand is there, the price goes up. Right here on the futures market, looking at the future of what the market sees, we've gone up 49% in a month and a week. So yes, elections do have consequences. Hooray. Anyways, on top of that, I would like to discuss the fact that because the factories are starting to have a hard time getting materials, the factories are having a hard time getting stuff out, factories are having to work under a situation where they're they're in some COVID standards and whatnot, it's practically impossible for me to get homes customized anymore in this day and age. The engineering that I've got to go through, I've got one I've been just making some basic changes on, and I have been dealing with it for a month and a half. On a custom house that I had already built this year, and I'm doing another one, the same house. So what I'm alluding to is that on my website, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking a bunch of houses down. Because if I can't even get them engineered and designed, then I'm not going to present them to people. And when people call me and tell me they want to have a house customized and all that kind of stuff, I'm probably going to tell them either you wait or you find one that's comparable that I've already got, because I don't see that I'm going to be able to provide you the service that you may be expecting from me as of right now. Again, could this change? Well, it could change, but I don't know. Right now, it's really bad. I will tell you this also. there are some continued lending issues that are out there. I've talked about it a little bit. I had one lender that handled all our stuff in 3 different states, and boom, they lost all of their lines of credit to do any construction lending whatsoever. I got another construction lender that just a month ago ran out of money. Now they're not out of business, they're just out of money. So what I'm having to do is I'm having to fund a house out and put another one in. Oh boy, that is not a good situation, because the backlog keeps happening too regarding the factories. Point being, I have one lender that I discussed. I had a conversation, just a random conversation with 2 weeks ago, and the lender was telling me that he got a loan approved, and he called the builder, and it was a builder here in North Carolina, and he told the builder, "Your loan's approved. You can start building the house. Give me a projection closing date so I can schedule it out to make sure that we stay clear on our end." And the builder said to the lender, "I have no idea what to tell you, because the factory's telling me we're not going to get the house until October." Yes, that October 2021. Remember, folks, I'm telling you this on December 11th, and that was 2 weeks ago. So this factory is backlogged almost a year. Well, I can tell you, I ordered 3 houses. I've ordered 3 houses this past week. And calling in favors and whatnot, I was promised that the last of the 3 would come out by the end of March. And that's calling in favors. Shoot, it's just, the lag is just going out and out and out. Can't get supplies, can't get materials, whatnot. Another thing that I want to point out is on my website, there's probably about 60% of the houses that I have that the factory has made an executive decision on those houses. They're still going to offer them, but they're going to bump up their standards to match one of their other levels of houses. It's kind of hard it's technical to explain, but what they're trying to do is just unify and simplify what it is they're building in the factory. And what's going to happen then is there's going to be a price increase just from that alone on at least 60% of my houses. I'm still waiting on an execution date of that and what the impact is going to be, and have all the decisions been made on what they're doing and whatnot. But that should be coming along here pretty soon. It's not a big deal, but it is just a deal. I'm pointing it out there. It's not all the houses, it's just probably like 60% of them. And it's a lot of the stuff that my customers choose to upgrade into the houses anyway, so we're just going to make that the standard and just do it across the board. So some of the customers, there would be really no impact to them at all anyways. Last, I'd like to talk about contractor issues. They continue to happen. I think I spend so much time working, I don't pay attention to what's going on in the real world. But I end up finding out that a lot of people that are not a lot of people, but certain groups of people that are in our industry are just looking for the government to come up with the next stimulus check so that they don't have to work. And if they do work, then they won't get paid from the government for doing nothing, more than they would get paid for working for us. So it just causes just some industry issues that are still happening out in the field, and we're struggling through. But at the end of the day, they are what they are. It is what it is. And until we have some kind of normalcy, I'm just going to continue to tell you what's going on. Good, bad, the ugly, whatever. I do know that, hey, the rates are low, so hey, that's good. But when are you going to get your house built? I don't know. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping that my next video is more upbeat. I do know that Cookie's going to be doing her annual Christmas picture that we'll be putting out on our Facebook, where she wishes everybody a Merry Christmas. And that's coming up, folks. There's only 14 more days of shopping, really, I guess 13, this 24th, I guess. That means I need to start in about a week. Talk to you later. Have a good day.